Welcome to Passages, the podcast where life gets deep, friendship gets real, and the wisdom of the Bible flows. Usually right after a debate about tacos and Bigfoot. Join Patrick Birch, Drew Kaiser, Jason Pulliam, and Tim Layton as they explore Scripture, share great quotes, and occasionally get sidetracked by snacks and bad preachers.
Welcome. You're listening to Passages with Drew, Tim, Jason, and Patrick. We've got another episode chock full of fun things for everybody, and I think it's going to be pretty rapid fire tonight. We'll just see how it goes. But are you guys doing okay?
Doing good.
Doing great.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a frustrating day, and I am going to spend a little time, maybe some therapy in here tonight. I want to grind some gears.
All right. You know what really grinds my gears?
What's that, Jason?
Interviewing people for jobs.
Right.
Yes.
How many of you?
This one's fresh, I think.
Yep.
This is as fresh as today. How many of you have been responsible for hiring people into a business or sitting down and doing interviews, searching resumes?
Yep.
I don't really do that.
You are a blessed man for not having to do
consider
It's one of the advantages of preaching is I don't have to do that kind of thing.
So we are currently in a status where we're hiring. If you have any experience, can pass a drug test, and can breathe, and need a job, reach out to me. This just broadcast out to 47 people.
They don't need any specific skills.
You know, at this point,
just
pass a drug test.
Body.
Yeah, 8 to 80, blind, deaf, crippled, crazy, ain't been dead longer than 3 days, and I'll hire you.
Do you do random drug tests or just hiring?
Just
the one.
Yeah.
I did want it to be clear. What does it mean to pass a drug test? I mean, does it mean like you're positive for things?
Or you pass me whatever you're using.
No.
Just kidding. That's not what I meant. No. So I am in the process of trying to hire guys. And so I went like all of us that are trying to hire do. You've got to try to find. You can't just call the newspaper anymore and put a blip in the paper because no one gets papers. Mm-hmm. So you go to Indeed, you go to ZipRecruiter, or you go to a temp service. I went the Indeed route. I don't know why. I've just had an account with them. It's the easiest thing. Posted a job. Went to Chat GPT, said, I need a job with these qualifications. Thing pops up.
Did it sound like that?
It did. Just like that. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is too long. Shorten it up. Give me 5 sentences.
Do you know how much time ChatGPT or how much money ChatGPT? Back to you, Jason.
Go ahead, say that again.
Do you know how much money ChatGPT spends on the sound?
Yeah, it's billions.
Did I do it?
Billions with a B.
It's just a simple.
It would have been funny if it came out.
Yeah, it was a struggle. It was pretty funny.
I think it was funnier the way that you did it.
You talked like half the resumes I've gone through reading.
Well,
so
good segue.
I want to just give some advice. If you are searching for a job and you're putting your resume out there, there are a few things you should not do. And I brought some examples of these.
All right.
And we're going to kind of go through these randomly. But schools, teachers.
Hold on.
If you can see through a ladder, you can figure this out.
You can.
Okay?
Yeah.
Teachers,
right.
Schools.
What about
do
them?
a better job. Teaching our students
how to write
a resume.
Ooh, okay.
Students, stop going to Canva, to Word, to Chat GPT, wherever, and just downloading resumes. If you do that, change the information in them. That helps. So I brought a few, and I just want to grind some gears about some of my pet peeves.
Okay.
We got to go to work.
We do. We got to go to work. So number one, if you have worked in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs in the last 5 years, don't put them all on your resume. If you've been through one job approximately every year, we're going to look at your resume and we're going to think,
hopping.
Maybe just
you don't want to be in the next one in that
drop
list.
That off. Yeah, just drop it off.
Just pick the 3 where you weren't walked to the door.
Yeah.
Because this one right here, applying for a job, and the longest this person has been in one job that I can tell is barely a year. Some of these jobs are 4 to 5 months.
Jobs related to what they're applying for currently?
Oh no. This one has just kind of taken the shotgun approach to jobs, done a little bit of everything.
See, we were always taught when you do a resume, you put relevant experience and you tailor kind of each people are lazy.
Well, you would think
these
that
days.
would be wise. I'm saving one from, actually, I have two that are my favorites. I'm going to save those for last.
Okay.
I want to read you just, this one just blows my mind. Work experience. So this is their work experience. Talladega Healthcare. The number one, January 2021 to January 2021.
Ooh.
Description, scanner. That's all it says.
Formatting. You said the number one
Yeah,
to,
formatting
to
right here.
January.
Yeah, look.
Oh.
It's just, it's the most ridiculous thing. And then cashier.
Maybe they're the one that held the cat out over
I don't
the
know.
people when they did the cat scans.
Yeah.
Scanner.
That's what that is.
Cashier. This is the next job. No dates for it. Alabama Oxfords. Does anybody know what Alabama Oxfords is?
Alabama Oxfords. I know what Oxford, Alabama is.
I've never heard of such.
Sounds like a pair of shoes.
And then there was just a long list
With
of
a-
skills.
With a
There's-
cursive A
there's a
on the top
yeah.
of it. And
There's
they're-
a shoe
and they're
called the
crimson.
Alabama Oxford.
Well, maybe that's what the company it is.
It's a wingtip Oxford.
So my advice to you young folks or old folks, 8 to 80 again, I don't care. When you're doing this, if you're going to put your work experience,
A little bit of description, maybe.
maybe
a
just
little
have
bit.
some details like the dates, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't just have a random number one showing up.
Maybe tell you what you were scanning, right?
Yeah. Number two, when you are listing your work experience, bullet points. I think in bullet points, I think most people reading these don't want to read about your individual job tasks. Because if I want to know that, I'm going to interview you and I'm going to ask you, tell me about your task, because then we can have a conversation. Let's say, for instance, your job is laundry worker
Okay.
and you put under job description, laundry worker. Pulling,
I feel like this isn't a hypothetical, Tim.
Ancient Chinese secret.
pulling dirty linen, folding linen, wash and dry.
Wait, hold on. You said pulling dirty,
Pulling.
pulling
You
dirty
gotta-
linen.
You got to
Yeah.
pull them
Pull it.
out of the bag.
This is at an assisted living place or
Okay.
a rest home.
All right.
You
So
gotta pull
I'm
'em off
guessing
the
you're
bed.
pulling
No
the
pull
wonder
it
they're
off the
looking for a
bed.
job. That
Okay.
sounds like a horrible job.
So pulling dirty linen,
folding linen.
and then watch. So it
Wash
could even
and
go in
dry.
order.
No.
I'm assuming they
Or maybe
fold
they-
after the wash
Hopefully
and
it's
dry.
out of order.
I hope you're not
Yeah.
folding dirty
Yeah.
linen.
Seems like a waste of time to fold them before you put them in the washer.
And- yeah. So, and then you're like, okay, that makes sense. Next, I'll skip this one. Let me go to the next one. Next job, packer for Amazon.com.
Oh,
All right.
Pulls and stacks products based on daily orders. Meets
Okay.
specific of customer orders in a timely manner. Keeps products separated, organized, and in good rotation. Monitors production quality frequently, reporting problems to mitigate safety issues. Again, I don't need to know what you do at your job. If you're
Yeah,
a packer, I assume you pack stuff.
but that might actually be the best one so far.
It may be.
It's better than
Other
folding.
than clearly the robots do that.
Well, let me go
Is
back.
that
this
filler because they don't want to
I
leave any
think-
white space on
and
the
I want-
page?
A resume to me needs to be one page. No more.
If somebody just put worked at Amazon, would you respond more favorably to that than
With
this
my mind
lengthy
state,
thing?
I would, yes.
I disagree a
Maybe
little.
what your job task is. Well, you can't. You're not allowed.
I disagree a
This is
little
my
with
segment.
the one page.
Yeah.
If you have, let's say, 10, 20 years of experience, I
Okay.
think you get a
Yeah.
second page. Now, in this case, no consistent experience in any one thing. So half a page, maybe.
All right. So this one is 3 pages. And it just goes on and on.
3 pages?
3 pages.
You should have started with that, Jason.
This one's 3 pages. And this is the kind of stuff you get janitorial service for a company. General cleaner. Okay.
So this person has been a packer,
A
scanner,
Yeah. A
and
dietary
and
aid.
a general cleaner.
How about a dietary aid?
I can't wait to see Tim's doodle of this.
Here we go. This is one. Cashier customer service at Walmart. Manage transactions with customers using cash registers. Well, first of all, we know that was pre-2020 because it's self-checkout now, folks. You don't get to have any interaction with a cash register. Scan goods. Oh, okay. Okay.
Scanner.
I thought that's
Scanner.
what
Is
she
this-
just said.
It's a
Yeah.
scanner. They're a scanner.
Handle merchandise. Really? As a cashier, I would have never get. Anyway, so the obvious ones drive me crazy.
Is this all the same person? The
No,
laundry-
I'm rolling
okay, you're
through.
skipping
No,
through.
that was all the same person. Laundry, packer, scanner, dietary aid.
Walmart.
Yeah, everything else.
Wow.
I'm trying to get to one of my favorites. Okay. Another thing, kids, people, when you apply for a job, don't put a picture of yourself on your resume. Please don't. It takes away the fun of, well, never mind, going onto social media and trying to find you.
I
No, just kidding.
think putting a picture on your resume just leads to some pretty heavy bias up front.
It does. Yeah, don't give me a
Yeah.
picture, especially if it looks like you went to Glamour Shots to get it, okay?
Oh, man.
That's the thing. If you have a feather boa and sparkles in the
yeah.
picture, it's best not
If
to
there's
use
a
it.
red, white, and blue cowboy hat on.
Does it say Olin Mills in the lower right-hand
It
corner of
should.
the picture?
And then just don't format it this way. This one's awful. Awful. This is how my week has been. I'm trying to find a specific one that really made
Did your
me
mothers ever take you to Olin Mills in the mall?
Yeah.
laugh. Oh yeah, I had to. Okay,
Glamour shots.
I never did Glamour Shots.
Glamour shots.
I'm going to one of my favorites, and then I'm going to do one more, and then my ultimate favorite.
Okay.
But so this person, 1-page resume, already a check. In my mind, if I see 1 page, I'm like, okay, this person's on task.
Top of the stack.
You've got name, city and zip code where they live, their Indeed contact, cell phone number, education. So first of all, no work experience. Education should be somewhere near the bottom. So we skip everything and it just says education. And I downloaded this. This is the whole resume. Under education, it says,
None.
and I quote, some college, Jefferson State Community College. Here's the kicker. April 1986 to
Oh.
present.
Oh.
Oh.
Lifetime learner here, folks.
Yeah.
Lifetime learner. Look at that right there.
They must have
1986 to present.
they must have every degree offered at Jeff State. I mean,
Let's see. That
it's
is
a 2-year institution.
how many years is that? I can't even do it. It's
That
40
is
years.
39 years.
Almost 40
right?
years. Yeah. Now that is a person who has not quit. They are a lifetime learner. And that's the whole resume right there.
That's it. It's starting to meet your size requirement, but
It
that's
is.
about it.
I mean,
lot
I
of
like
white space on that
concise.
page.
I like not a lot of details. That's pretty
I
good.
feel like that right there is just a really bad upload. Somebody messed something up, or Indeed messed something up. There's no way. I'm giving this person more credit than
I hate
Patrick,
to
you are.
there
tell
is
you,
a way.
I could do
There
more,
is
but
a
I
way.
could do more, but I'm studying for a test right now.
I went into the section where you download the resume that they put into the system.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe not. Okay. Here's another one.
All right.
And this one has way too many skills. So when they ask for skills, if you put your skills in there, don't put basic tasks.
It didn't say like bow staff, does it?
No, that would be better if it did.
Shading on the upper
I'm
lip.
just going to read the highlights of this one. Cashiering.
Cashiering. Oh,
Did
okay.
you know cashiering
That's
is a
verb.
term?
It's a verb. The verb form of cashier.
I
Sounds
worked-
very exotic when you put it that way.
I worked as a cashier. My task was cashiering. Sounds like
cashier.
something a sweater should be made out of,
It's better
in
than
my
like
opinion.
cashiration or something
Okay.
like that.
Whoa, Tim.
Everything's better than that, Tim.
Whoa.
Everybody breathe a sigh of relief. Let's just take a pause and get past
We
that
don't
one.
have to
Yeah.
beep that one, do we?
It was close.
Yeah.
It was close. We're gonna let it go.
We're going to let that one go.
Wow.
Let me be clear. Cash was the beginning of that word.
Yeah. Let's just
All right.
please move on.
Skills. RF scanner. I don't even know what that means. Radio frequency scanner, perhaps?
RF scanner.
Maybe he's a ham radio operator.
Maybe. Stocking is a skill. I'm
just
assuming
putting
that's putting
something
stuff
on
on
a
a
shelf.
shelf. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
putting them by the chimney with care.
Packaging.
Is it Santa?
Is this Santa
Packaging.
Claus? Yeah.
Yeah. Packaging is a skill.
Also Santa Claus.
Now, these next two,
Yeah.
Maybe
Does
this
it
is
say
an
anything
elf.
else?
This may be an elf.
It's a
an elf.
Christmas
Does it
elf.
say anything about wrapping the packages?
we haven't got there yet.
His name's not
But
Buddy, is it?
these next two, which are from the Department of Redundancy
making
Department,
cookies?
do make sense. order picker, order picking.
No.
So one is the job title, but that's the skills. Order picker, order picking.
What is that? Either one of them.
I don't even know. Janitorial experience. And then the next one, commercial cleaning. If you say janitorial experience as a skill, first of all, your experience is not a skill. It's not a skill.
No.
Your experience is an experience, not a skill. And then you get janitorial experience, commercial cleaning. The next one that we drop in here, communication skills. That's a broad category. What are the communication skills? I don't even know.
I can talk.
I talk real pretty.
And then you drop back in. So we have janitorial expense, commercial cleaning, communication skills, and then get these next two, cleaning and sanitation.
All right.
And then two more bullet points down.
I don't know.
We get custodial experience.
This is the person that listed communication skills as one of their skills.
Good. And this is another 3-page resume that's just chock.
There's no way
of junk.
These people have read back over what they did.
I just don't understand it.
They fired something out, changed the template, turned it in.
All right. And
didn't look at it a second time.
To keep us from going too long, I'm going to finish with this one.
Don't look at the clock because
I saved
not
this.
Right.
I saved this for my favorite. Number one, if you read anything about resumes, it says don't put an objective at the top. Put a professional summary, but not an objective.
My favorite objectives.
What objective is there other than get hired?
To get a job.
My objective is to get a job in this field, is generally how the objectives go.
Well, I want to read you this objective, and then I want to read
my skills.
the next two categories he puts in, and then the sermon will be yours. Objective, dedicated, dependable, customer-oriented professional with diverse knowledge of the business office environment, seeking to provide a high level of administrative support while demonstrating the highest standards of confidentiality, ethics, loyalty, honesty.
There should have been some
and
music.
I was literally just thinking.
Go back and play the music, and let's that'll be even better if you can get the music queued up. You just tell me when. I can read the next two sections to the music. Next on this resume, this young individual lists physical abilities.
Physical abilities, all right.
Physical abilities. Under that subcategory, essential.
Essential?
Essential oils?
Maybe.
No, his physical abilities are essential.
All right, here we go, folks. Physical abilities. These are the essential ones, Tim.
All right.
Breathing.
Running. Trotting.
You laugh.
Oh, no.
Ability to sit for prolonged periods of time.
Well, there you go.
Wow. Hey, it takes a long time, a lot of practice.
Well, we got a winner.
Tim,
this can't be real. This is
one of my
you received personally.
I've started a folder of bad resumes. Ability to perform tasks that require sustained, repetitive motion and/or fine motor skills. Ability to remain in stationary position throughout work shift.
Freeze!
It's the Tin Man. That's what it is. This is the Tin Man.
Ever.
We're hiring the Tin Man. Here we go. Ability to operate. Ability to operate various computer software programs.
There you go.
Like Pac-Man.
No, that's too much movement.
Donkey Kong.
Too much movement.
I like Minecraft myself.
I bet got to level 37 on Tron.
I was playing that Dungeons and Dragons game. Sorry, I lost focus there, guys.
Just now.
Ability to perform clerical skills. Exert physical effort.
All right.
In transporting 25 pounds to and from work area.
25 pounds.
What?
25 not 26. 25.
25 pounds of what?
24.
Anything.
It's just anything? Right out wrong.
It don't matter what it is. It can be a bag of feathers or a rock. 25 pounds, I got you covered.
a truck bed of feathers.
Did they just have surgery or something? And their doctor said nothing over 25 pounds.
That's right. You can do 25.
Well, I'm about to apply for a job. Well, you better put on that resume. You can carry 25 pounds, period.
From here to yon.
Essential job functions. Oh, wait, I missed one. I'm sorry. Physical abilities, essential, last one.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry that I forgot this. Reach overhead, full arm's length.
No, this can't be real.
No, this is real. I can show you.
Feel superhuman.
I will show you.
I can do these things and more.
I will show you the resume. I can print it out and bring it to you. This is straight. In fact, this little gem came in this morning. This is what I walked into work to. Now we go to essential job functions.
Wait, what were we just on?
That was
essential
physical abilities.
Oh, okay.
Essential physical abilities. Yeah.
Nice.
Essential job functions. The ability to work with minimum supervision.
All right.
All right, that's
good to know.
Good. Baseline.
Mm-hmm. Prepare reports, documents, and materials as directed. Okay, good. Perform job functions with attention to detail. Speed and accuracy. Prioritize and organize. And then yes, the final one. Be a clear thinker.
Clear thinker.
Remaining calm and resolving problems using good judgment.
It said, be a clear thinker.
Be a clear thinker. Remaining calm and resolving problems using good judgment. Experience highlights?
He or she did not use good judgment in making this resume.
Experience highlights. Cashier, part-time, save a lot. Okay. And
you're hired.
Probably not going to work out. And it just goes on and on. This one also had some experience at a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
All right.
Yeah, I hope it's. I hope in here it says if ordered chicken.
If it was at the Leeds one, immediately.
Yeah, and do they know the recipe?
Guys,
if it's at the Leeds KFC, they're coming to your iClinic to help people with their ears.
If you don't know the 12, you are out of here.
Out of here.
I'm just telling you right now. If you're sending in a resume, have a friend, have a loved one, someone proofread
maybe a
it
professional.
Just
some of these people might not have a friend or a loved one qualified enough for this.
Find a teacher. Find someone to proof it because this is ridiculous.
There have got to be some services out there for people trying to find jobs.
Guys,
that will help you do a resume.
I have 87 rejected ones in my rejected box as of when I left to come here.
Have you interviewed anybody yet?
87.
I've interviewed a couple. I've had 100 and something come in. I've kept 20, rejected 80 something.
Wow.
And
it's a lot of competition for that job.
Well, there's not a lot of competition. That's the problem. It's kind of thin out there, guys. But anyway, I feel better about my day now. So thank you all for allowing me
was great.
A moment.
I mean,
of
that last one, that was
Jason,
something else.
I have someone else you can mark off your list who probably can't pass a drug test.
Okay.
In my segment, my news article comes from Ohio.
Ohio.
A police officer in Ohio was shocked to find a raccoon holding a meth pipe following its owner's arrest.
Okay.
I have the audio.
They have those little hands.
That is seriously methed up.
I have the audio from the body cam.
Who owns a raccoon?
Well, this lady. I have the audio from the officer's body cam.
Body cam? Okay.
And I will preface, hold on, I have to get the
dump ready, right?
I will preface this with, I'm going to have to censor a couple of spots.
Okay.
He's your dad.
Hey, he lives off of Triplet. He's just getting home. Over by the Goodyear Blimp hangar.
Oh. Hey.
What?
Here.
Hello?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
Has what? Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now.
Okay. At this point,
who's the officer talking to?
to the driver of the vehicle that he's pulled over.
Okay.
And there's the driver and some other person maybe that was in the car too, that's sort of doing most of the talking. But at this point in the video, the woman starts to reach in to the vehicle.
Okay.
Since you can't see it, I'll describe that part at least.
No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want him to have
Well,
that.
that's why I'm going to do it. Hey, buddy. It's okay.
Okay, you're on Arlington. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right across from my house.
Is that what that
A few
is?
minutes?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what she's smoking meth in.
So the lady's like, is that what that's for? Basically. And the officer's like, well, yeah, it's a meth pipe.
Was it Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy?
He is in a little suit. No, he's not.
Okay.
The raccoon's playing with her meth pipe.
All right.
There's a raccoon in the car.
In the car. It's a pet raccoon in the vehicle.
Police car?
No, in the car they pulled over.
How do you get cuffs on a raccoon?
There's no such thing as a pet raccoon.
Because they're just waiting for you to go to sleep and they're going to eat your face off.
I don't think he was supposed to be there.
This raccoon's name is Chewy.
Okay. It ought to be Trash Panda.
Oh, there's no way. He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
There's no way.
Is that the policeman
Yeah.
laughing?
All right.
Oh, that's
All right.
awesome.
Enough fun and games.
Yeah. Now you're going to jail.
All of you, including Rocky the
Oh.
I'm fairly certain I got a resume from that person.
So he's pulled 2 pipes out of the car, and the video ends. He talks to his partner, who's standing a really far way away. I wouldn't want to be this close to these people who may be hopped up on something. And he says, "Watch her. She tried to reach in for the meth." He's standing right there. He saw the whole thing, and then the video ends.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Those raccoons have weird, almost human hands.
Oh yeah.
In the video, you can see him or her. So you can see the raccoon, like.
Don't misgender the raccoon.
Yeah, you can see the raccoon like holding it like this.
Yeah.
And when the officer takes it from the raccoon, he pats it on the head.
Good boy.
He's like, good boy, thank you.
The raccoon's lighting a lighter up under the pipe.
Wow.
That is nice.
That's awesome.
Well,
America. Where was that, Patrick? Does it say in the story?
Ohio.
Okay, you said that.
Springfield Township, Ohio.
See, folks, you talk about us in the South having some weird stuff. I ain't never seen a raccoon smoking a meth pipe down here.
well, let's keep it weird with a conspiracy theory tonight.
Oh, hang on.
Jason is donning the customary conspiracy theory hat.
I would let Drew wear it, but I'm afraid it'd shut him down for the night.
Now this show is about old friendships, right? And
It is.
so if he were still in the area, I'm pretty sure if he wasn't a regular, he'd be a frequent guest. Joel Henry goes way back.
Oh man, yeah.
Probably my oldest friend. And Joel and I went to college together, and we're
Share the same
still
birthday.
really close. Had the same birthday, same age. And so he's shared with us a few stories that I want to do a couple tonight because they're good. They're right. You know, you can tell he's been listening because this is right down the alley of what we do. Headline: Chilling claim Mountain Dew flavors predicted 4 deadly U.S. disasters. A wild conspiracy theory has emerged from the depths of the internet claiming that new Mountain Dew flavors have foretold deadly disasters across the U.S. Before you scoff,
Stop that scoffing.
hear the evidence, guys.
Oh, I'm
This
listening.
claim comes from this guy on Instagram who's known for his unconventional takes and believes major events have strangely coincided with the launch of certain Mountain Dew flavors. Let's get down to the examples. Star Spangled Splash was released in 2024, shortly before the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Coincidence?
I think not.
Boola
Impossible.
boola, okay?
That's right. The article's not very well written, so I'm having to skip around here to get the.
I can't believe you'd
That's
be
sort of the
judging
theme
an
of the
article.
night, Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably written by
So
one
I
of the
wanted to get
resume
to the.
artists.
So that's one of them, the Star Spangled Splash before the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And Code Red came out. I got all these pop-ups just going crazy. Code Red came out in May 2001, just months before the 9/11 attacks. An event widely referred to as a Code Red emergency.
Right.
How can that be a coincidence?
Yeah. And of course, the Star Spangled Splash, Francis Scott Key wrote
The Star Spangled Banner.
Right. Okay.
And the bridge splashed.
There's more. In 2019, Mountain Dew introduced Maui Burst, a pineapple-flavored soda, foreshadowing the 2023 wildfires that devastated Maui. Now, are we going to note that that's a 4-year span of time?
Not at all. Keep moving.
Maybe
those are details,
it's not
buddy.
super reliable.
But Drew, what is time? Just
There's
a
a
blip.
That's true. We are a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes. I'm trying to find the fourth one.
It's not the
Joel
Baja
is-
Blast, is it?
Joel is yelling at the radio right now. Yeah, I think it may.
I mean,
Okay,
that's
Mountain Dew introduced its Pitch Black in 2023
Pitch
for a limited
Black.
time and made it exclusive in October 2024. The flavor foretold the July 2024 CrowdStrike outage that caused widespread IT disruptions. And we all remember that, right?
Patrick does.
I mean,
Some
my
of us
life was
do.
so disrupted. July 2024. I'll never forget that.
What was it called? CrowdStrike?
CrowdStrike outage.
Gotcha.
CrowdStrike's the company.
IT disruptions.
Push my glasses up.
Pitch
Windows.
Black, with its ominous name and dark branding, coincided eerily with what he called the biggest IT blackout of all time.
Yeah. Well, we better watch out the next
So-
time a new
Don't tell me
flavor
they're coming
comes out.
They're not coming out with a new one, are they?
They're always coming out with a new
I
one.
believe that's the point of the article.
Oh no. We're doomed.
So
Did they come out with any type of a Chinese flavored drink before 2020? Does anyone know?
A Chinese what? Jason, what would
guys, there's
what
okay.
would a drink Chinese flavored
I'm just saying.
be?
I'm just
Listen,
saying, COVID, it tastes just like COVID.
Teriyaki Blast.
May I have your attention,
Teriyaki is
please?
Japanese.
There's one last data
General
point that
Tso's
needs to be
Blast.
mentioned.
General
Mountain
Tso.
Dew is owned. This is like trying to get services started at church. I'll just talk over you.
All the pop-ups are us talking.
A little of both. Mountain Dew is owned by Pepsi that worked with the CIA in the 1970s.
Well, there you
How in
go.
the round world are you going to accomplish that goal?
Exactly.
There you have it.
So there's a CIA connection and 4 accurate predictions. Guys,
Well, listen.
So
I mean, this is,
we need
this
to
is
watch
shoo-in.
closely
Did
every
you get-
time a new flavor comes out.
Did you get to the flavor they're about to release?
Oh,
No, did I miss it?
You didn't talk about it, did you?
No.
So they're calling it Baja Midnight, set to launch this summer.
that's
This
not
new
good.
flavor could be referring to the witching hour, which is at 12. My
Hence midnight. Okay.
Right. My guess is that we are going to see something very weird on a paranormal level or something that is going to make us question everything. That was a direct quote. That was not Patrick saying that.
All
Let's
right.
be really clear.
What about the Baja part?
Maybe it's going to happen on the Baja Peninsula.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm convinced Mountain
Guys.
Dew rules the world. Tim, you're a Mountain Dew fan.
It rules my world. I'll tell you that much. The diet version.
The diet version.
And we've always wondered and speculated that Tim worked for the CIA.
Yeah.
Because he can never explain what he does at his job.
Still can't.
He gives us his title. It's meaningless.
Yep.
All right. So
Not to
Joel
him.
also submitted
All right.
this story about the beloved late coach Mike Leach, coach of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. He had this idea. Now, this is a little sus because the headline is, "You won't believe the short yardage idea that Mike Leach reportedly had."
Reportedly,
secondhand information.
Allegedly reported.
We'll never know. No.
So
I
apparently,
love it,
he was talked down from lining up a little person, aka a midget. Talked down from lining up a little person in the backfield and then throwing them over the line of scrimmage in short yardage situations.
So
they say that he said, other than the optics of doing this, why wouldn't this be allowed? And logistically, shouldn't it work?
Other than the optics.
So
it's the only thing.
All we got is the optic problem. Once we get that out of the way,
the old little people tossing thing.
Logistically, this would work.
Yeah,
but the optics,
taking a human being and flinging them up.
So
in the air.
isn't it Philadelphia that developed the tush push for short?
Right.
So what kind of nickname do you get up for the?
I don't know if we
person
should go
toss?
there. I don't.
Sorry, Patrick. I'm going to work on some ideas. If I go quiet, folks, it's because I'm thinking.
I think there may be a video. Mike Leach was pretty eccentric. I mean, he was funny, so funny.
Yeah. But Patrick cue up some of his other theories.
I mean, he was super famous at it'd be time for an interview and he'd just be talking about something completely random. To the sideline reporter go into the locker room or whatever, or after the game. I mean, he was good for some material.
In the clip Patrick's about to play, try and argue with his logic.
All right.
And I think in this, you might even have some Christian apologetics.
It just hit me. The pitch it midget. The midget pitch it.
Pitch the midget.
Pitch it midget pitch it. Something like that. I'm working on it. Sorry, I'm done.
We probably need to stop.
We'll strike that part.
I think you're onto something.
You might want.
I'm just going to hover over the censor button for the rest of this episode.
Not a good idea.
Good.
Just play the Mike Leach.
Just go ahead and mute me, Patrick. It's not going to get any better.
Monday's question, do you believe in Bigfoot? What about aliens?
I hope there's Bigfoot. I don't think there is. The reason I don't think there is because we found bones of dinosaurs and everything else, but we haven't found bones that I've heard of Bigfoot. Aliens, I suspect there is, and I don't know that they're little green men, and I don't know that they're specifically in our galaxy. Why wouldn't God build other Earths in other places? Why only this one? And even if you're an evolution guy and lightning striking mud and, popping in, I mean, and then, they say, the notion of God is far fetched. Oh, really? Striking mud and then life, sparking out of there and then it going like that. That's just such an obvious, easy path to follow.
Somebody call up Apologetics Press. We have just launched a new argument for the existence of God and the creation of the world. Lightning striking mud is harder to believe than God creating the world.
There you go.
And
Boola boola, okay?
That's right.
I got a little John Madden in there when he was talking. Did y'all pick up a little John Madden cadence and sound?
Yeah. He clearing his throat all the time.
He does. He has a law degree. I mean, he's
making
an
arguments.
interesting guy.
He was laying it down. Yep. No Bigfoot, which was a little disappointing to him, but he had a reason.
No Bigfoot bones.
We hadn't found where are the bones.
Where are the bones?
Mm-hmm. Where you don't see in the fossil record.
Well,
you find bones of everything else.
Did Jimmy Hoffa exist? We don't know where his bones are.
Where are his bones?
They're in concrete.
Yeah, that's a good argument.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah.
And then yes to aliens, because why wouldn't God make more aliens, make more humanoids?
More Earths out there.
He doesn't think they're little green men, but why wouldn't he? The logic is unimpeachable.
I would say because the first ones he made were a little aggravating.
Probably so. So that's Mike Leach. Thank you, Joel, for these great interesting articles. Yep. Yes. Keep them coming. We need more material.
I want to talk about.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, he has got a smirk on his face. The glasses are coming off here.
I want to talk about an experience of this week. And I don't want this to be gross. I want it to be.
We don't either.
No, I'm hovering over the censor button.
So
now.
I'm hoping for gross.
Are you familiar with the concept of?
Yes.
Did you go see Edward Scissorhands again?
Oh, yeah. So about every 10 years.
You're just going to do this on.
Once
I love it.
Once,
I'm all for it, but
I mean,
These are some of my favorite stories.
we're going to get away from the specifics pretty quickly here.
Oh,
But, I'm working my way into my pool body for this year, rounding it out, literally. And so,
what's the summer molt?
If Millie swims past me in the pool, I don't want it to feel like, she's going through the car wash or that thing hitting her that drags up over the top of the car
What
or
you're
whatever.
saying is you don't want to have tentacles.
Talking about skin tags, right? So if you have enough of them, they just sort of hit and brush all over you or whatever, right? All right.
I wonder if all our listeners know what a skin tag is.
No.
oh, they know. They know.
Oh no.
So
I'm so uncomfortable.
I'm really struggling with how far I want to go with this.
You can go further.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do a lot of editing in this episode.
All right. So,
this may be our best yet.
so about 20 years ago, I went to a butcher.
Yeah.
He was not a dermatologist. He was a butcher to remove skin tags. And so this guy, so on this trip, Millie went with me.
It's a 20-year ago trip.
20 years ago.
Okay.
This was the first story I ever heard
And
of
you're
this.
still married.
And it's one of my favorite
great
So,
is
stories.
that?
so she sat down at the past the where my feet were. As I laid on this table with the obligatory piece of paper
It's
underneath
butcher
me.
paper.
Right. And it was that day. And so this guy, so here was the kind of guy that I was at that day. He said, I could give you a shot, to numb these areas, but that hurt as much as cutting them off. So he just commenced to cutting. And
Wow.
and so again, I don't want to go too far here, but I mean, I think you basically need to know that skin tags develop where friction occurs somewhat, right?
For example,
between my arm and my side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where friction occurs.
Uh-huh.
Now you can just consider from there where other places where friction might occur, but that is up to you. We're going to stick with the arm and the side.
Just remember, once you go there and think it, you can't unthink it.
Yeah. Okay, so
We just shut Patrick down. He's been over there typing, trying to avoid it.
So back to 20 years ago. Okay.
Sorry, Tim. I'm stuck on this car wash thing.
It's like, the arms, it's like you drive underneath it.
You see what I'm
brushes.
doing?
I know.
Tim has brushes on his body.
I know. But
If you spin him real fast and drive under him,
if you like if you swam under my arm, you might just, feel like you
be
were
like going
car
through a
wash.
kelp garden.
Yeah.
I have asked.
That's good.
Okay. I have asked ChatGPT to generate an image of this. I'll report back in a minute when it generates it. All right, 20 years ago.
So 20 years ago, this guy lays me out on the table, somewhat of the same kind of way I came into the world,
No.
and just started cutting. And he cut till he was done. And Millie always talks about having sat down at the end where my feet were, that all she could see for about 30 minutes were just my feet going nuts, just flailing. Because, and so the lasting memory of that was when I got up off the table, because it looked like a crime scene. There was blood all over that sheet. And when
Tim.
And when I got up, there was not an outline, but a view of my entire body in sweat. I had been in a full body sweat, and it was just soaked. It was, there's a picture of me, and there's all the carnage around me, right? So that was 20 years ago. So it took me 10 years to forget about it.
I thought they froze off skin tags. I didn't know they cut them.
You thought
Not the guy Tim goes to.
Clearly.
Not any of the guys I've gone to. 10 years ago, I go to a different dermatologist, and so he was a little better. Situation was a little better. So I go. So 10 years have transpired. My buddies have reappeared. It's time to go again. And so I went to the dermatologist yesterday. And so Millie had been worried about this thing up on top of my head. So you were talking about freezing. And so he froze it and said, or she did, and said it was supposed to come off.
Well, I hope your hair comes back right there.
I know. I mean,
Really
if I end up with a bald spot up there, that wouldn't be good. So anyhow, she said, that just looks like some damage. All right. So then the next thing, going along with the theme we were talking about earlier tonight about how much we love insurance, the next thing that comes out of her mouth is, these things are just cosmetic. Insurance won't pay for any of this. Yeah. And it was like, well, that's great. Thanks.
And she probably calls it a surgery.
It's surgical.
And so here's what she said. I started feeling like I was a used car all of a sudden.
Oh.
Because I said, I don't know if y'all have noticed this or not, right? But I had one underneath my eye. Jason being an eye guy probably hasn't noticed that. And then I've got some that are above my eye. All right. And so she said, so I'm like, sometimes this one gets in my field of vision, right? If it's wanting to wave to the crowd or whatever.
Depends on which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah. And so, so she said, yeah, I can take that one off. And she said, I'm going to put a little something on there to numb it. And I'm convinced at this point that all she did was rub her finger across my underneath my eye, because there wasn't anything that numbed what she was going to do to me later on. So she said, now I don't do all of these in one sitting. So this is where the used car thing comes in, because she says, yeah, that one under your eye, I'll do that for $50. And I was like, okay, that seems sort of crude, but since we're quoting stuff here, go for it, I guess. And then she said, all right, so like under your arm right here, let's just say there was a sort of a small forest there of she said, all right, those two, I'll do it for $200. And so I was like, okay. She said, now I don't do any more than that, because I did like everything on a guy one time, and his body, basically what she said, his body was so traumatized it had a hard time healing. Right. So she basically almost killed him.
Did you then, recount your previous story?
I was going to ask.
I did tell her that, I did tell her the crime scene story. Yeah. All right. So now the next step is, so she froze the thing on my head. Now she begins to work under my arm, the primary work of the day. And she starts putting shots under my arm. I mean, like in my side right here.
So that's first guy was right.
Yeah. And
please tell me she was talking like the Swedish chef from the Muppets while she was doing this.
So she's shooting, and then she gets up into this little sort of softer area where up, you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And boy, that hurt like something terrible, right? So she does that, and she's like, okay, I'm going to leave for a while and let that numb up or whatever, And I was sitting there, and I thought, this is so Tim. I'm like, starting to feel lightheaded.
Oh no.
I'm starting to sweat a little bit. And I'm like, am I going to pass out in here? And I had to go to my happy place and calm down. And,
Wendy's.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's where I go in my mind.
Couldn't get to a Baconator.
There's a Baconator.
But, I had to breathe a little bit and try to get it under control. So then she comes back in, right? It was more than 5 minutes. She said, I'll be back in 5 minutes, right? Fortunately, it was, because I'd sort of gathered myself. And so she came back in, and now we start the clipping process.
Now, did she leave you in the room like you came into the world?
No.
For that long period of time?
So we were only dealing with the upper body.
Okay, so you just shirtless.
So, yeah.
Okay,
just,
that makes me...
just shirtless, yeah. Which,
do you watch when they cut?
Which was not embarrassing at all.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Well, you got your pool body. You're working on your pool body.
Other than when she cut me right here below my eye. All right, so she starts on the side and everything, right? And so it's like, All right. Didn't feel that one. Didn't feel that one. Whoa, I felt that one. You know, so there were some spots that, you know, did not get numbed. And so probably about a third of the ones that came off.
Did they just work one side, Tim?
Just worked that one side.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So you got to go back for the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to check this spot on your head, and then we'll go to region 2.
Will that go? Well, so if we add region 2, can I just go ahead and assume it's another couple hundred? I'm doing some math over here. Okay.
I'm hoping this is.
I'm telling you, I'm afraid region 3 might be.
I know what region it is. Should I go ahead and put 1,000 in there for that area, Tim?
Region 3 might. We might have to beep it like we did.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm hoping this gets up over the dryer vent thing, so I can get back on the sensor button.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
So, Jason, is this what you were thinking of?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one he's working on. That's him. Yep, that's what she was doing.
Why would she have done that?
Well, she's got the knives out and she's working on him.
So this young lady who you know, she gets
I'm gonna go ahead and put 1,000
clipping all these things off the side. I didn't mention, but I don't know how long it takes to get through med school and get certified in dermatology. But I think that's where she was, because she looked about 25.
She might have been in her fellowship or something.
A lot of people look about 25 to me these days. So, but she was a youngster, and then she had this guy who was her tech or whatever, you know, and he did.
Was he taking pictures, Tim?
Here's what he did.
Oh boy!
At the end, after she had carved my body up, he brings over like this little sheet, like to show me. Like, I was like, dude,
we're not at the deli counter.
What's wrong with you?
The trimmings?
Yeah. Like, here's, you know.
Here's the cracklet.
I don't know what she wanted to, you know, do you want to say goodbye to him? I mean, I don't know what he wanted me to do. But he's
like, I hate those guys.
I wonder what he'd have done if you'd have just picked one up and popped it in and chewed on it.
Oh, jeez.
I guarantee you'd have got him to toss his cookies.
So she got through with that, and then it was time for under the eye. And so that, you know, that she saved that one for last. Now, some of these had hurt, but when she popped those scissors underneath my eye, something came out of me like, oh, now.
So she used scissors under there.
It's some type of.
Yeah, those little curved scissors.
Clip, like
right,
clipped
just the clip.
Oh, I'm working on a business plan right now.
Now listen. So now with the
he's
business
a cash
plan,
cow. All right, he just keeps on giving.
I think I can cut this lady's card.
Here's the business plan, and this is the region where she won't go. So she said above the eye, she said, I don't touch those.
No, I wouldn't either.
And so I said,
I would.
I said, is there anything like topical I can put on them, right? Because I have, you know, my theory is like the top and the bottom touch, and it's a virus or something, and you know. I don't want this thing I can't, you know, that looks like I'm looking through the weeds, you know, when it gets going. All right. So I said, is there something topical I can put on them or something? She said, no. She said, what you can do is that one up there in that eyebrow line. She said, you can just get you a pair of eyebrow scissors, you know, eyelash scissors or whatever. Just cut it off.
But she won't do it.
And I was like, what in the world are you talking about? I wanted to slap her right then. You know, I didn't think it'd be appropriate.
I'm thinking for about half of what she's doing, about 30 minutes in the office, no numbing stuff, we get you taken care of. You might come out of there looking like a mummy.
Wow.
3 weeks.
Just do it yourself, huh?
3 weeks to region 2.
And then you go back. And then a lot of prayers for region 3.
Do you guys ever leave the doctor's office and wonder, am I going to become a story?
Yeah.
Are they going to go home and tell about this at dinner?
That's why I had to gather myself. Because listen, if they come back in there and I was, you know, laid out on the floor because I passed out, I would have definitely been the story of the day.
Man, twice in very uncomfortable doctor's visits where I was like, I came into the world, the doctor and his assistant walked in and the assistant went, oh, hey, Dr. P. And it was a patient. So yes, I'm pretty sure I have been a story on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
That's always uncomfortable.
All right, trip to the dermatologist. There
and
you go.
Your first story from 20 years ago is still one of my all-time favorite Tim stories.
Never thought you would go public with it. I appreciate your bravery.
I love it.
You were vulnerable with us tonight.
I hope that I didn't make anybody physically ill with the story.
We might have to put a disclaimer warning at the beginning.
That
of this
hope will be
episode.
dashed.
If I hug you, should I hug you on that side because you're still a little tender
let's
over
go
here,
over here.
especially
Let's
that one
go
right
on
there.
this side. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On this episode of Passages, we discuss medical related things that may be uncomfortable to some sensitive listeners.
It may be uncomfortable, disgusting.
If your kids
or
are in the car
offensive.
with you might want to press pause.
Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. But Tim, I think we're going to reach a new audience. The skin tag people out
poppers.
there. The poppers.
The poppers.
Listen,
The car wash people.
The poppers.
I'm going to call you
Our
guys.
tentacled friends.
I'm going to call you guys friction friends.
Friction
Because I
friends.
believe
Oh,
that
I
friction,
love friction
is the
friends.
source.
You're
of
you're
the
getting
old tag.
information out there to help people with similar problems.
You're
And
bringing awareness to it.
you're
Really,
bringing
Tim.
awareness.
Yes.
And
Skin tags are an epidemic.
I'm going to order some wristbands for you to wear. And
this
pass
episode
out.
is going to be passed around all over
Friction
social
friends.
media. In there's probably Facebook skin tag groups.
What color wristband is Friction Friends?
Skin tag support groups will be playing this.
Skin
Maybe
the skin tone. Yeah.
maybe it would say tag you're not it or something
Oh, I
like
like
I
that.
like
I
it.
like that.
It's got a good tagline.
Let's
There
get that
you go.
trademarked ASAP.
that. All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Where?
No, don't even hit it. You know that was good.
All right, let's take a break, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4. In this town, in this town,
It's time for another Bad Preacher segment.
Bad preachers. Put your hand on that television set.
And you wouldn't go about establishing your own kingdom in the video room.
Isn't that something called a moshokodo mazada?
Could it be?
All right, so the Bad Preacher segment really started with us with the clip we're gonna talk about tonight. Jim Standridge is the name of this preacher, and we've been watching him and laughing about this for several years. I can't remember when it first came.
Every now and
we
then
learned
we-
about
It
it
was at a
together. though.
VBS.
And every now and
Years
then we
ago
start
that we-
showing it to like a new group of people
Right.
at church, right? Because there'll be new folks and they've not seen it before, and we'll think about it one day. And
I hope we'll reach new people. It's gone viral, so I know a lot of our listeners have already heard it. But
And
if you've heard it
a-
before, you'll love listening to it.
And you've
again.
heard a part of it because it's been in the Bad Preacher intro
yes,
since day one.
right.
and you'll recognize it when you hear it. So we're just we may stop it here and there, but we're just gonna play it. It's a little lengthy, but every bit of it is good.
And he'd be surprised. Son, don't go to sleep while I'm talking. Hey, don't you lay your head back. I'm important. I'm somebody. Now, you might do your English teacher that way, but I'm not teaching English. I'm teaching eternal life here. I love you. You know I love you. Have I convinced you I love you? Yeah, you better.
Right.
You
Pause
better
it.
not
Pause it
forget
for a
it.
second.
All right,
Okay.
come on, put it
So we're already seeing a pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen these guys are narcissistic. They think they're better than everybody else. I'm important. I'm somebody.
I'm not your English teacher, Drew.
I'm somebody.
I'm somebody.
Drew is our English teacher, though.
Well, not
He's my
officially.
English critic.
I just try to help you not sound.
Yeah,
dumb.
you're teaching us. You're a teacher.
And then also this "I love you" business after
After you address
just
you
raking
down
them
or
over the
whatever,
coals and
You know I love you.
insulting them,
Love you.
raking them over the coals, and then saying "I love you." So we've been seeing that a lot in the clips. Okay, go ahead.
All right, you stay awake and you listen to me.
Also
you say, well, he
sleeping
may
during
never
the
come
sermon.
back. Well, he ain't here now.
Now I've felt that way before.
And where have you been, Mr. Underwood? And I noticed on the calendar I'm supposed to marry y'all. What makes you think I'd marry you? You're one of the sorriest church members I have.
Well, there we go.
Okay. So the bride-to-be sitting over here thinking she's got everything covered. Yep. And what's going through her mind is, am I going to have to get another preacher for my wedding? Is he canceling my wedding right now in front of everybody?
And you, Mr. Underwood,
where have you been?
And why is my husband-to-be one of the sorriest church members this dude has? What do I not know about him?
But I bet he's going to tell that guy he loves him.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Let's see.
You're not worth 15 cents. And you want me to marry you to her? And you want to marry him? And he don't even know where he belongs? And you don't even know where you belong? Now, let me tell y'all, everybody here, how much I love these kids.
There it is.
You know I love.
There it is. He loves them.
You know I love him.
That's why he talks.
Sorriest scoundrel I've ever seen.
You ain't worth 15 cents.
But you know I love you.
I love you.
Love you, sir. Stand up, big boy.
And how he's
I love you?
shaming him.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right.
Give
me
a little
hug.
weird hug,
Gives him
right?
a hug, yeah.
Yeah. He's down off the pulpit hugging somebody that he just said wasn't worth 15
Awkward
cents.
eye contact.
I'm the real deal.
I'm the real deal.
Real
Right.
deal.
I know you are too, but you ain't been here.
Takes a little time to get back up to the pulpit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You
when you're
can't get this in any
scowling
other
as you
church in
walk.
town.
You can't get this at any other church in town,
Right.
Drew.
Now, I think at some point during this, he realizes that he might be jeopardizing his job.
Well, that's when he
Well, he
in a
doesn't
minute, he's
care.
going to realize that he's on video, and that provides a lot of comedy gold.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
The camera guy does an awesome job of staying with him. He's moving around. He's come off the pulpit.
he's
He's
like-
walking up and down the aisle.
He's got that
This is
scowl
my
going.
moment.
It's like, this is my
Y'all
viral
don't want me.
video.
All you got to do is tell me. We won't have a church fight because I'll get in my little Connie and we'll get in her little Buick Enclave. It's paid for, and we'll sell what we need to sell. And we'll go on down the road and we'll find some little podunk church that don't know up from down. And I'll find me a dozen Joe's baskets who don't have a pot or a window and who'll shout Jesus. And I'll give the rest of my life to them.
He's going to preach to baskets?
Joe's baskets, I
But
believe.
I'm not interested in recreating the prostitute of the church.
Oh.
I'm not either.
Amen. You remember when I came here, Kelly? You remember where your wife was, where your sisters were? You remember where they were? And we made holy water.
Does this tie to the prostitute comment or something?
I don't know.
What are we talking about here?
He's the main character.
I guarantee you at this point, I would have been looking at the floor doing my best not to make eye contact.
Oh, man, I could not have.
Oh, do you remember that? Stay with me. Don't quit me.
What?
Oh, Brandy's a sweet girl, and she's got her children. Yes, y'all are good and y'all are fine, but your children will turn on you if you don't hold up the standard and the banner of God. And if they don't turn on you, you'll just produce nice little whirlians.
Worldlians.
Worldlians.
Are y'all keeping the camera on me back there in the little video room?
There it is.
Good.
Patrick, are you back there?
We're having trouble in the video room.
Young.
There's no one finer than young Cox back there. And he comes down here and spends hours in that thing. But he has a little attitude adjustment that we're going to fix. Brother Cox, you listening? Because, Brother Cox, I can fix your attitude adjustment. And I don't care what your mama thinks and your daddy thinks. And I don't have a better friend than your mama. But, Mama, you get out of my way when I'm messing with that boy, because I'm his preacher. I'm yours when I'm talking to you, but I'm his when I'm talking to him. And last I checked, he's a grown man. And that video room ain't going to be a youth hangout.
It's a youth hangout.
That's my favorite.
We might as well just fix this thing.
Yeah.
I love this next
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, if you don't know what you're doing wrong, son, you don't care about what I want to do right. Because if you loved me and you submitted to me, you'd know what my heart is and my message is, and you wouldn't go about establishing your own kingdom in the video room.
There you go.
The greatest part.
Submit to me.
Man, that is so good.
Don't be building your own kingdom in that video
Young
room.
Patrick back there in the video room.
I just want y'all to know every Sunday morning when I go in there, I put my little crown on and I sit in there in my kingdom.
Yes.
You should.
You reign.
I think I'm going to get a sign that says
down, Patrick,
the video kingdom.
No time.
He's thinking.
Is he drinking? Is this where he gets a drink of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've only watched
it. Really feel good now.
He's looking around, thinking about who he's going to get onto next.
He's doing that little shoulder and head bob thing.
Still thinking.
Don't you think eventually he's going to tie up with the wrong person and they're not just going to sort of let him go?
That was pretty much everything.
Well, if they tell him they don't want him, he'll get with his little wife and they'll get in her Buick Enclave.
Preach to a bunch of baskets.
Hey,
it's paid off.
It's paid for.
Paid for. He don't need them.
I drive a Buick Enclave.
He's got a paid for Enclave. What are you going to do about that, church? How many people are sitting out there?
Oh, I'd love to
think
see
he
a pan
named
of the
all
audience.
of them. Brandy.
There's one
Young
guy that
Cox.
likes to give him an amen. He's doing that so he doesn't turn around and say something to him. Yeah.
He's doing that because he has to. That's another thing that we've seen is audiences that are held hostage up there, and they
shut them doors.
We ain't getting out of here till we get
Shut
an
those
amen.
doors.
Give me an amen. Who's got me an amen? Like,
hello?
Amen.
Anybody out there?
No one. Oh, I love me some Jim Standridge though.
Yeah. I wonder what that guy's doing now.
That's what
I need an episode of Where Are They Now? I tried to
think
look into it, and
he's preaching to Joe's Baskets.
yeah, he got in
some
the
little-
enclave and found
little
a
podunk
handful
church.
of Joe's
Didn't
baskets.
he say a podunk church?
Oh, he.
Oh, are we gonna feel bad?
Is he no longer with us?
It doesn't look like the same guy.
Has he gone the way
of
his reward?
They never do.
Same name,
You know,
but it doesn't.
The guys
even
at
look,
the funeral home try so hard, but they just never get you looking like you did. Oh, you're not seeing that picture. I'm sorry, Patrick. I was confused.
Oh man,
This video was some time ago. I mean, it's pretty old.
I'm shy. I don't know why. But still a part of that. I'm shy.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight's passage comes from Patrick Rothfuss in his book, The Wise Man's Fear. And here it is. There are three things all wise men fear: the sea in storm, a night with no moon, and the anger of a gentle man.
Rothfuss is a fantasy novelist. Writes some really long books. I've only read one of his books. Have you read any of them?
I have not.
You just
I haven't read any of them.
The one I read was called The Name of the Wind, and I thought it would never end.
Yep.
It was good, but it's long, which I think is part of the fantasy genre. Is just long books.
I'm trying to find a page because you're right. The books are thick,
but they're loaded with this kind of wisdom that he drops through his characters, and this sounds like it's tied directly to the title of the book. So
yeah,
maybe this is like in the front, like an epigraph or something at the very beginning.
The audio book is 28 hours long. If that gives you an idea how long
that requires a commitment.
This thing is.
Wow. Yeah. So 3 things all wise men fear, without exception: the sea in storm, a night with no moon, and the anger of a gentle man. And I believe the emphasis here is on a night with no moon. So let's talk about that for the rest of the time. No, I think he's talking about
anger. A night with no moon is very, very dark.
Yeah, I fear it.
Yeah. When I think of a night with no moon, I think about walking the trash can from the house up to the road when it's a new moon and it's super dark out there. It's like
a mile long for you.
It's a pretty good walk. And like every little creak and sound, it's like, oh no, something's coming to get me. So I'm one of those that I get nervous when I'm outside in the dark by myself. Every little sound kind of sends me into fear. So I get that one. And I get sea and storm. I mean, I think about, I think about the picture of the disciples in the boat and Christ calming. I mean, he's sleeping because he's got no worry in the world at this point. And they're panicking, and he rebukes the weather, and then he kind of rebukes them for not believing and being faithful in him. So I get those two a lot. The anger of a gentle man, or is it a gentleman? It's a gentleman. It's two words.
I think it works better if it's gentleman.
Yeah. 2 words.
Yeah. The first two set us up to say, just like we've
proverb.
said. Yeah. Listen, this is
just there.
Right.
Yeah. Window dressing.
Yeah. And they are there because nobody, everybody's a little afraid of the dark and a storm in the sea, and so it's all a setup that all wise men should fear the anger of a gentle man. Now, why is that? I think part of the idea has to be that the anger of a gentle man is not seen all that much. And so when a gentle man gets mad, it may be things that are, things that are more bottled up, or it may be a gentle man only gets angry when there's really something to be angry about.
Yeah, that's my thought is he's a gentle man because he has self-control. And the guy that's always losing his cool.
Just popping off, right?
You stop paying attention to him after the third or fourth outburst. But the guy who is usually even-keeled and pleasant, patient, gentle, if he gets upset, something really is wrong.
There's one of us in this room that I think about when I think about that, and that's my friend sitting here to my right, Mr. Tim Layton.
Yes.
I have seen Tim angry on maybe 3 occasions where he was really angry.
And it's terrifying.
It was shocking. It was like I didn't know what to do, and that's because typically you've got a kind, tender-hearted, giving, meek persona. Yeah. But man, when you get, you've got a couple tells when that anger is starting to get up. And it's at that moment that I don't joke. I don't speak. I just kind of look down at the table or the floor. And that's rare for me not to try to make a joke of something. Because when I get uncomfortable, I'm going to try to make a joke of something. In that situation, I didn't. And
I saw him do
that. I thought
that.
of that when I read it. I thought, well, that's Tim Layton right there.
I saw him do that when we lost our first class tickets to
that's
France.
I didn't see that, but I believe that's one of the times I remember.
That's a story too long to tell right now. But
Drew, you're not going to believe what just happened.
Yeah,
story for another day.
That's like people who don't open their mouths and talk all the time. When they have something to say, you listen up. Like, hey, this must be really important because this person doesn't waste their breath.
And we go to church with some people like that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm thinking of one in particular,
right? And I think about meetings that we have sometimes, right? And there, we'll be going and talking or whatever, and then that kind of person, when they chime in, because they don't chime in all the time, and it's not necessarily anger, but it's just, it's just speaking up or whatever. There, I thought about John Maxwell used to have a law that he had to change in his 21 Laws book. And it was the law of E.F. Hutton, and the reason is that sort of. I think they went out of business or whatever, right? But there was an old, 70s, 80s commercial for maybe a consulting firm or something, financial guy. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
Yeah.
Was the whole theme around that. And, I think we all know people that, just like you said, don't say a lot, but everybody sort of stops when they have something to say, because it's not just the fact that they don't say a lot, but it's the fact that they have things of value to say when they speak up.
Yeah, there are a few people who don't talk much, and when they talk, you realize the reason they don't talk much is they're not very smart. They don't have much to say. But there are certain individuals that are measured with their emotions or with their speech, and that's what this is about.
Right. And going back to the anger, right, is, what do wise men do? Well, they know that if, that person they describe that way is reacting in a way, then something's up. It's something's up that's not good.
I have a feeling that Barnabas was that guy that was the gentle spirit, kind of the quiet guy, encourager.
But he could go toe to toe with Paul.
He did.
Yeah.
And you bet that when he did, Paul took notice of it. And, later on, it's in one of the other journeys Paul takes, he picks Mark back up.
Mm-hmm.
And their whole argument was over Mark.
And Luke's word for that is they had a sharp disagreement.
Yeah. And
now we know Paul.
Paul had no trouble with that.
I don't know if you could call Paul a gentle man.
No, it'd be
Barnabas, I get it.
Yeah, but Barnabas, I think when I think of kind of anger under control or a meek person with anger, I think of that story of Paul and Barnabas, because you had to think Paul was a little taken aback when Barnabas stood up to him over Mark. Of course, you think of Jesus in the marketplace or in the temple where they turned it into a marketplace. Here's Jesus who's been kind, healing, compassionate, and he walks into this place and is turning tables over and driving people out. I mean, that people took notice of that behavior because that was uncharacteristic of him, but he wasn't wrong in that anger. And I don't think Barnabas was wrong in his anger. But those are two biblical examples
Jesus
that really
is
stand
the
out.
classic example, right? I was just thinking, you mentioned the temple cleansing. Yeah. I was thinking about his healing on the Sabbath day. I'll just read a little from Mark 3. Again, he entered the synagogue, and a man was there with a withered hand, and they watched Jesus to see whether he would heal him on the Sabbath, so that they might accuse him. And he said to the man with the withered hand, "Come here." And he said to him, "Is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do harm, to save life or to kill?" But they were silent. And he looked around at them with anger, grieved at their hardness of heart. Then he heals the man. Mm-hmm. But I love that. That's Mark 3, verse 5. He looked around at them with anger. Anger is not in itself a sin. It's when your anger gets out of control. So be angry and sin not. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath, and do not give the devil an opportunity. Ephesians 4:27. That's Jesus got angry. And I like that idea. He was also meek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's something in our typical fashion of just grinding one of these quotes into the ground and taking it into its parts. Mm-hmm. I like in the first part of it, it says there are three things that all wise men fear. It doesn't say that men fear. It's talking about wise men that are paying attention, men that are knowledgeable, have experience. I think you could trade that out with experienced men fear.
Yeah. Not everybody fears the anger of a gentle man.
Yeah.
And they might fear too much anger, because you can turn that around and say, don't be afraid of a guy who's just blowing his top every day.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, people like that are really insecure and scared people. They're little people, and they're not a threat. The real threat is the one that doesn't have to do that to get attention. The one who's confident in himself, and he only gets mad when it serves his purpose.
Yeah.
That's a real man.
Some people use anger to get their way. A gentle man doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And you read that passage a minute ago, right? But as I remember, the passage that says, "Be angry and sin not," mentions not giving opportunity to the devil, right?
Yeah.
And so, I think when you take that and you think about the life of Jesus, right? Sometimes we overuse the fact that Jesus got angry, right? I mean, we know that there were situations where he did, but we also know that that's a very small component of his earthly ministry, right? We know that there were always things worthy of anger that were going on that prompted his anger, right? Like the selling they were doing in the temple and, things like that angered him. And so I think about this whole idea of not giving opportunity to the devil, right? Because, if we just sort of read into, well, it's not a sin to be angry. But I think the rest of that verse says, if you get angry all the time, sin's going to come along with it. It's going to get you. Anger's a dangerous thing. It's not something that is wrong in and of itself. We should be angry about things, but anger is an emotion that stirs us in a direction that we have to really control it, or unbridled anger causes us to lash out, say things we wouldn't do things we wouldn't do. If we're not at least controlled in that anger and we're not getting angry all the time. I think there's an importance to that verse where it says, be angry and don't sin, but know that anger opens a door. It gives opportunity to the devil. Don't be angry a lot. Mm-hmm. Be angry when you need to be about the things that you should be angry about, people who are oppressed and abused and injustice in the world and, things that you need to be upset about, but don't be angry just because, somebody burnt a toast or the mundane things of life.
I think it's interesting, and you alluded to it there. When Christ was angry, he was not angry because of the me monster reasons, right? So there are times that I get angry. It's because you've hurt my feelings or you've said something that goes against something I've said. It's all about me when I get blown up in anger. You've offended me, so now I'm angry. When Christ was angry, he was angry about the Pharisees, Sadducees having hardened hearts. Mm-hmm. He was angry because they had turned the temple into a den of robbers. They were disrespecting God and what they were doing. When Barnabas was mad, when he blew up at Paul, it wasn't because Paul had insulted him. It's because Paul was trying to get rid of somebody that just needed some extra time, needed to learn. I pictured Mark being pretty young in that situation. Where we get in trouble with anger, and I think this is where there's a difference between someone like me who is more prone to kind of ragey outbursts at times than a true gentleman, is a true gentleman gets angry, like Tim was saying, when there's a true reason for it, when there is an offense, not to himself, but to others. He sees injustice. He sees God being profaned. The rest of us get angry when we're offended, when we're hurt. Sometimes we get angry.
Defensive.
I was about to say that, to be defensive of things. And when you have one of those men that don't have to be defensive, don't have to get angry for those really superficial reasons, when they get angry, you should pay attention because there is some injustice that they are standing up against. And I think that's a huge difference. And I think that's what he's pointing to in this.
Yeah, so it's not so much, for me, the value in this passage is not so much be wise and look for men who have their anger under control. It's more instructive to me to evaluate how I use anger and my relationship with anger.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That it's commendable to keep your anger under control and not be angry all the time, and to be known as a gentle, or to use a biblical word, a meek person. Mm-hmm. Who, when he gets angry, it's for meaningful things.
Yeah. Something somebody said a while back that changed the way I think about anger. Their quote was, assume good intentions, and then you can fill in the rest of until someone proves you wrong. Mm-hmm. And so instead of just jumping to this person's trying to wrong me or wrong whatever the situation is. You wait until they get far enough to prove that they don't have good intentions, and then you can get angry.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's good to
righteous
give people
anger.
the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
It's a risk to do that, but I think it's a risk worth taking because you make far more mistakes by judging people ahead of time and assuming the worst. You're going to make mistakes either way, but you're going to make more if you assume the worst than if you assume the best.
And, I think if you are angry about the right things, the other part of it is you have to be careful not to just always bottle that anger up, right? Because that's not healthy.
Yeah, that's not what this is.
No.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right. And if you're angry about the right things, the things we're talking about, those things need to be voiced.
Yeah. If you're bottling it up, you're still angry. You're just not expressing it.
That's a very good point.
You're still angry.
The whole idea about being angry and sin not doesn't just say be silent and sin not.
He didn't say bite your tongue.
Right. And so you're just boiling inside all the time because you're harboring all this anger. And sometimes one of those can be mistaken for the other, right? So you're quiet and all right. So maybe you have restraint not to just blow up publicly, but if that stuff is still going on inside of you, you're still being angry all the time. Right. And one of these days the volcano will erupt. Right. And
like Jim Standridge.
That's right.
You'll have that moment where you snap.
You'll have a Jim Standridge day.
It's okay though if you followed up with, but I love you.
But I love you.
Well, that is the key, really.
It's almost like with a question mark, but I love you. After you just
melted their face.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Good quote, Patrick. I'm glad you found that.
Yeah, that's good. You'd found a John Dryden quote that was similar.
Yeah,
what was that?
There's some talk on the quote websites after I started researching this quote that Rothfuss might have borrowed the part of the fury, the anger of a gentle man from John Dryden. In 1681, he wrote a poem, and I'm gonna attempt this pronunciation. The poem is called Absalom and Ahithophel. Did I get that right?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
And it was a political poem about some stuff going on in England back then that uses the story of Absalom and King David. But there's a line in it that is, beware the fury of a patient man, which is a little bit of a different take on gentle, but
Very similar.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that too. I think everything we said about gentle applies to patient.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. We've been very poetic the last few episodes.
We have.
Maybe we should start applauding ourselves by snapping.
Oh yeah.
Good job. Well, that's all the time we got. Actually, we've got lots of time, but we're not going to test your patience any longer, lest you become angry.
That's right, and give opportunity to the devil.
We're going to let you get to doing something else, and we're going to take a break for about a week. Lord willing, we'll be back at the microphone, and we just ask that you hold on to the next episode of Passages.